Hi there, Internet. I'm Josue, and this is Satisfactory. Today I'm going to show you how to pre-angle your blueprints to make building curves easier. This guy's going to be a problem, isn't he? Yikes. Well, I guess we're going to have to scare him away a little bit. There he goes. Okay. No harm done. Just a little shock. What I'm going to show you today is building a blueprint that's going to allow you to build circular foundations quickly and easily. And for this demo, I've decided that we're going to use a 45-degree angle, specifically three 15-degree turns. So we're going to build an arc of concrete foundation that angles 45 degrees. And what that means is if you snap 8 of them together, you have a nice circular foundation. So let's get started. We're going to place down a foundation. And actually, that's not going to work. We need a little bit of room on the other side to work. So I'm actually going to place it in the middle here. And the method we're going to use to do the rotations is one that DC1 Kenobi showed off in one of his videos. So we're going to use this point as sort of the hinge, and we're going to angle our next foundation inwards by 15 degrees. So to do that, we need to have another piece of foundation which is centered here so that we can do our rotation. So we're just going to use a catwalk to place our rotation point like that. So now the center of this outer foundation is right here on our rotation point. We can very easily get another foundation on top of it and set up our first angle. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 clicks to the left and place that. Okay, so with that we now have our line of rotation from the center point of this foundation outwards. So now we need another foundation where the back left corner is right in the middle of this one. So once again, we can just use a catwalk to make that happen. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we're almost there. We just need to come over and build one below, like so. And with that, we've got our first angle in place, right? So let's do the second one. We'll do the same thing again. We'll place a foundation, or a catwalk. Use that to get a foundation centered on our rotation hinge. All right, looks good. We'll perform the rotation itself. So 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of our scaffold. And then come up here and, and it looks like we've run out of room. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this as a temporary blueprint. I guess I can do it from this side. Call this temp. Set the directory to undefined, then add the blueprint. We'll save it, and then we'll clear the designer. And now we'll place it down, the temporary blueprint we just created, in a more convenient location to work. So let's set it. Now we should be able to get pretty close to the edge here. And nice. There we go. Okay. Let's go back over here. Finish up. So. And so now we've got 2 of these 15-degree rotations. So we've got 15 and 30. We'll do one more for 45, and then we'll be basically done. So let's do this one more time. Here, place this to get our rotation point. And 1, 2, 3. Looks good. place the catwalk, and then place the beam, or the foundation, and down. Clear up our scaffolding, and there we go. So right, just like that, like we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got a 45-degree curve to the left here, and let's go ahead and add a little bit to the inward curve. So we'll go ahead and do subtract to zoop. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. It looks like we're not going to quite make it, so we can fix this up again later. And then we will set our material type. And now if we go take a look, we can see we've got a nice arc built in there, right? One thing you're going to want to do is delete your starting point. So this is not, so these three form a 45-degree arc, which would snap to sort of a starting point. But you want to get rid of the starting point so that the entire thing is angled on that first 15-degree turn in the blueprint designer. And that's so that when you snap there, and this chunk of it below the line that I'm drawing clips into your seed. So that's kind of the big trick, is you pre-angle everything and then delete your starting point, so that each time you're snapping this to something else, it's already angled the way you want it. Let's save this and then finish it up real quick. So we'll call this demo 45 arc, and we'll set this into foundation. We'll save it. And then we're just going to finish it up by clearing the designer and replacing it. In such a way that we have a little bit more room to work. Let's just come over here and finish that last piece that would have clipped over the edge of where we were working. And now our arc is complete. So I'll save this one more time. Demo 45 arc. Foundation. We're getting a little warning, so we're going to overwrite. Okay. So that's kind of all you need to know about the tech here, is that you just kind of pre-angle things and build within the constraints of the blueprint designer. And now we'll kind of demo what this looks like, how to use it. So I've got a seed set up over here. So I've got my first 3 pieces of the circle that I'm going to build set up. And these are, these can be aligned to the world grid or your other factories or what have you. And then this little tetrabino shape underneath it is our snapping platform. And I tried this earlier, and it turns out this little shape works really well for doing this. So let's go into blueprints and pull out demo 45 arc. And let's snap that in. Now we need a new tetramino along this plane to snap the next arc. So I'm going to delete these. And now we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 out, and one more there. And I'll give myself somewhere to stand so I can see what I'm doing. Let's go like this. Come up, pull out the blueprint, and we can snap it in like that. Let's get rid of these. Make another. There we go. 2, 3, 1. Make myself another little platform. You want to be kind of a little bit out and centered from the snapping point so you can see what you're doing. Let's go up. All right, that's good. Let's pull out the blueprint, snap it in. Set up another Tetramino over here. So let's go 1. Oops. 3, 2, 3, and 1. We need a little something. Bring on our blueprint. Snap it in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and one more. Okay. Starting to look good. I think. There we go. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll just go ahead and finish it. It's not like this is taking all that long. Let's do this one more time. Or I guess 3 or 4 more times. Let's go. 2, 3, 2, 3, and an extra. Actually, snapping the last piece might be a little bit difficult. I haven't actually done that yet, so we'll see how that plays out. Let's go ahead and bring on our demo arc, snap it in place. You can see it's getting pretty close. Okay. One other point that's good to make is that you need to be able to sort of see the base foundation that you're building on, that you're using for snapping. So where you start should definitely be your highest point, and it should be at least a little bit elevated so you can see what you're doing. Now later on, after you've built the foundation, you could build downwards from the outside edge to kind of make, you know, walls or stuff that looks like it's supported by the ground if that's what you want. But you do need to sort of start from your highest point. That's important. Anyway, let's come over here and do the next arc. Snap that in. And we're almost done here. So let's see. Do I need to delete the seed? I might need to delete the seed. I'm not sure. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's get rid of you. And you. I'm not sure if I need to. I think I might need to because each arc is 45 degrees, so 8 of them should make a full 360. So I think I will need to delete this, but let's double check before I do. Because putting it back could be difficult. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's our snapping point, and I do think I'm going to need to get rid of that. But let's just see. Grab the arc. Yes, and I will need to get rid of these. Okay, so let's do that. Review. And let's try to finish this circle, see what it looks like. Okay, so we want to snap it in like that. Did it work? I think it did. Yeah, okay, so here's our completed circular foundation, right? Now this was a 45-degree arc, so it's a reasonable size, right? It's let's go ahead and get ourselves something to stand on here. Let's go to organization, lookout tower, pop you down, head up top, take a look. So yeah, there's our circular foundation, built in like 5 minutes, right? And this is because it's a 45-degree curve. You can see a little bit of the angle. Um, if you wanted to make a much larger circle, you certainly could do this with a larger number of arcs with a smaller angle built into them. Um, but the other thing is, if this is too large for you, right? Because of the method we use to build the angles, you can just kind of oh, well, I guess that's not going to work. So it looks like there's a little bit of clipping that shows up. Anyway, forget that last part. But you can see, you can build a very nice circle very quickly with these pre-angled blueprints. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.